We're back with Ballers on a Budget, and again, we're covering the NFL. But this time, we're going over Week 15. Let's get over some recaps. I'm coming in saucy. I'm wearing the King chain. You guys will recognize it from the Sports Beast stream if you tune in. And after I'm done, you guys will know why I'm wearing it. You will know. Let's get in with the recaps. Starting off the night, we are going to Thursday night games. 49ers at Seahawks. To start the game off, it's a double pump fake from Mr. Irrelevant to tight end George Kittle for a touchdown. 49ers up 7-0. And after a field goal from the Seahawks, the following drive they end up fumbling the ball, having the 49ers take it back to the red zone and then capping off the play by a Christian McCaffrey touchdown. 49ers go up early, 14-3. And they get the ball after halftime. And after halftime, it's another Purdy to Kittle touchdown. And this one, it's 54 yards, bringing it to 21-3. Seahawks again squeaking out a field goal out of a bad series. The next drive, they had 3 flags declined on one play that ultimately had Seattle declining all the flags and taking the reception, but going on to punt in the same drive anyways. That's them 1 through 3 quarters wrapped up right now. And entering the fourth quarter, we enter at 21-6. And then we go to 4 minutes left. Geno and company, they have one more shot. And they get it. It's a touchdown to Noah Fant, bringing it to 21-13. 49ers will run out the clock, picking up multiple first downs, and then luckily not scoring, ending the game 21-13. Okay, 21-13. I had the under at this game at 43. That hits, boy. I obviously had San Fran money line. That hits. And then the spread, San Fran -3. Another hit. It's a 3-piece combo for you. 3 pieces. Let's get into the box score a little bit. Brock Purdy, 217, 2 touchdowns, 17 completions for 26 attempts. I mean, for being Mr. Irrelevant, that's pretty damn impressive. That's just the 49ers system anyways. You can plug in most quarterbacks and do exactly these stats, just like Jimmy G's been doing. Geno Smith, 238 and a touchdown. It was Christian McCaffrey that shined with his legs. 26 for 108 and a touchdown, adding 6 receptions for 30 yards. We mentioned George Kittle, the best tight end in the game. Arguably, I would say Kelsey, but Kittle's a strong number 2 if he could do it very consistently. He'd be a strong number 2. 4 receptions, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's the 49ers game. I go 3-0 on the game. Next, we got the Thursday night games, and we start off with a doozy. Colts at Vikings. Okay, this one's set up a little bit different. There's a lot of scores, and I'm going to break it down first and second halves. First, Colts get an early field goal. Then Colts go on to block a field goal from the Vikings, and they return it for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook goes on to fumble. Colts turn it into a touchdown. Deion Jackson. Vikings, 4th and 1. Dalvin Cook up the middle, no good. Turnover on down. Colts get a field goal out of it. Vikings, fake punt. That's failed. Turnover on downs. Colts field goal off of that as well. Then, to cap it all off, Cousins intercepted, returned for a touchdown. Colts. To cap it off, Colts get another field goal. Colts have an amazing 33-0 halftime lead, but right here is where it all crumbles. It all crumbles from here. It's Cousins to Osborne deep, sets up another Cousins reception, but this time for a touchdown. Colts do go on to get a field goal again, but that's the last point they will see. It's Vikings touchdown, CJ Ham. We go to the fourth quarter. Indy sitting at 36. Minnesota at 14. We get another touchdown. It's Justin Jefferson bringing it 21 to 36. And then Kirk Cousins stays Kirk Cousins. He goes on to throw an interception. Colts go on, can't do anything with it. We're looking at 7 minutes left. Vikings start the drive, and they score a touchdown. This time it's Mr. Reliable Adam Thielen. 28-36. Now we go to 2:52 in the game. It's Vikings. Kirk, he's sacked. They turn the ball over on downs. Colts looking like they're in charge. They go to a 4th and 1. Colts trying to go for it, essentially ending the game. And by essentially, I mean they would milk out a lot more of the clock and then punt if needed. And this outcome doesn't happen. So yes, essentially to end the game, it's no good. It's now Vikings ball. And it's Dalvin Cook with the clutch touchdown, 64 yards, the 2-point conversion. That's good. Kirk to Hawkinson. It's a tie game. We go to overtime. In overtime, Vikings get the ball first. They go on to punt, and the Colts start their drive, but they punt ultimately in the end. And this is where they cap it off. Vikings ball. It's Thielen getting it to field goal range. Then it's Justin Jefferson getting it even closer, making it easier for Joseph. He now has a 40-yarder to attempt. It's up. It's good. The comeback kids, the biggest comeback in history, down 33-0 at halftime. Incredible. They win 39-36. 39-36. The over was sitting at 47.5. I took the over. The total was sitting at 47.5. I took the over. That obviously hit. Both teams almost hit that themselves. The -4, unfortunately, did not hit. I mean, if it was a walk-off touchdown by Minnesota, that would have been 10 times better, but it wasn't. I'll take what I can get. That's my first loss on the week. And then I had Minnesota money line. Thank you, Minnesota, for coming back, and I got that win. I checked this game at halftime. I was at the Y playing some b-ball. I checked it. I thought ESPN was kind of glitching out. I don't get good service at the Y. Down 33-0. I was like, ESPN's got to be wrong. Checked a different stat. Nope, they weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. It was just that bad. I sent out a text like, yo, what's going on with the Vikings? And I just got back a couple like, nothing's working for the Vikings. Everything's going the Colts way. So I put my phone back down. I started balling thinking, I lost all those. Down 33-0. I thought the only thing that was going to hit was the over. But, the comeback kids, they saved me. They let me come back slightly. Could have done better, but, like I said, I'm not complaining. I'll take what I can get. That's my first loss. I have nothing else to say. Matt Ryan, only 182 yards and 1 touchdown. Obviously, not much needed. A lot of this was the Colts defense taking charge early, and then they faltered late. So, what are you going to do? The main thing is Kirk Cousins, 460 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Then you had Dalvin Cook with 94 yards. We obviously know he had 64 on one of the last plays in regulation. KJ Osborne is the main surprising one. 10 receptions, 157 yards, and a touchdown. And that's with Justin Jefferson getting his 12 for 123 and a touchdown as well. Dalvin Cook added 4 for 95 and a touchdown, and Adam Thielen 3 for 41 and a touchdown. All these numbers, all these stats, incredible. Got me cotton mouth. Woo. All right, that's the game, man. Next up, we go on to my least favorite matchup on this day, but we stay on the Thursday night games. It's Ravens at Browns, and Ravens have the ball at goal line. It's 4th and 1. It's a rush attempt. It's failed. They're stuffed. Turnover on downs by the Browns. It ends the first quarter in a 0-0 stalemate. But in the second quarter, the Browns started off going 3, getting 3 from the leg. 5 minutes left, and it's King leg action himself, Justin Tucker. He ties it up. It's 3-3. After a 53-yarder, it's Watson to Njoku. And I guarantee that connection, Deshaun Watson to David Njoku, that'll be a very dangerous connection by the end of the year. Trust me, Njoku will be a top 5 tight end. Never been so sure of something before. Browns go on to finish that drive. They get a field goal of themselves. They go up 6-3. But right before the half, it's Ravens, or, well, King leg action, Justin Tucker himself, missing a field goal before the half. Out of the half, it's an interception by the Browns that stops the Ravens. Good drive that we're in the red zone. Followed by a Watson to Cooper. It leads them to a 4th and 1. The Browns end up picking up a first down run after that. Then it's the same connection, Watson to Cooper. This time it's a touchdown. Ravens go on to keep faltering. They fumble the ball. Browns get it right back, but they run off of it. And then a Ravens 50-yard field goal. Nothing seems to be going their way. Mr. King leg action. That's blocked. Nothing going right for Tucker. That's now 6 missed points off the board for the Falcons. And a failed 4th down in the red zone. A turnover in the red zone. And then a turnover in the field. Browns now lead 13-3 after Cade York misses a field goal as well. Moving on to a turnover on downs from the Ravens at midfield. That signified some panic. But the only thing panicking should be Cade York, because he goes on to miss another field goal himself, and Browns aren't one to keep field goal kickers that miss. Another turnover on downs later in the game signifies the end for the Ravens. It's the end of the game. Browns win a very anticlimactic 13-3 game. I mean, what are you going to do? That's what these interdivision games end up being between these two teams. That's always how it is. Let's go on to the bets. Oh, got to cycle through to the Browns. Oh, past it. Boom. Browns at Ravens. Browns win 13-3. I got that money line Browns. I had Ravens covering the spread +3. That was wrong. That's my second loss of the week. And then the under of 38, lock it up, boy. I don't know really what I did with my hand, but lock it up because I got it done. Win a majority of my bets. That's 9 bets now. 2 losses. Yeah, we rolling. Like I said, this week, there's a reason, boy. There's a reason. There's a reason I'm rocking a $5 chain, okay? Not much to go by stat-wise. I mean, this game I didn't even want to talk about. Obviously, Tyler Huntley got the start. If Lamar Jackson gets the start, I'm not betting on Cleveland. Deshaun Watson shook off a little bit more rust, but still ultimately didn't look good still. He's got to be showing something. Ravens defense isn't even that good, and he's still struggling. 161 yards, 1 touchdown. Nick Chubb 1 yard away from 100. Amari Cooper only 4 for 58. Donovan Peoples-Jones 4 for 31 and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins ran all over the Browns. Horrible rushing defense. He had 125. The only bright spot on that team. Today, anyways. Cleveland goes on to win. That's all. Next up, let's go. Moving on to the Dolphins and Bills, where it's Miami that scores first after 12 minutes, and they come up with some leg action, 3-0. But Buffalo starts moving on their own, and soon after they get a touchdown, a pass from Allen to Morris. Next drive, snowballs rain down on the field as Dolphins get stopped in their red zone and is forced to kick a field goal. It's now 6-3, Buffalo still up. But not for long, because it's Buffalo's touchdown to Naheem Hines to go up 6-14. The Finns aren't done, and neither is Hill or Waddle propelling this drive. But it's Ahmed capping it off with a touchdown, 13-14. Bills lead by 1. And Bills are driving. It's under 2 minutes. They're within field goal range. Now they're at the 10. And as time expires, it's Allen bullets it to Cook for another touchdown. Going into the locker room, it's 21-13. Waddling out of half. That's exactly what they did. It was Waddle with the deep pass, runs it for 30 extra more, and he's waddling it in the end zone. The 2-point is no good. 19-21, Bills still up. Moving on, a couple drives later, it's the Dolphins getting saved on a 4th down, punting the ball. It's roughing the kicker. Picks up the 1st down. They go on to get a touchdown throw to Tyreek Hill, bringing the score 26-21, which brings us to the 4th quarter. Allen fumbles it. It's a turnover. But Fins only get leg action out of it. It's now an 8-point game. Fins are up 29-21. But it's Allen now using his legs. He gets a huge QB sneak. Gets it in the red zone, sets up a Dawson Knox touchdown. The 2-point conversion, Allen goes airborne, loses the ball on the stretch. Ruled no good, but the ref reverses since the ball broke the plane, and anything after that is irrelevant to the play. It's now a tie game. We advance to 6 minutes left, where the Bills had to start deep in their own territory, and they take all the time in the world. They drive into red zone, where Singletary will purposely fall down before scoring. Didn't want to score too early, and the Bills kick a field goal to win as time expires, putting all the weight of the world on leg action. Bills win 32-29. Go. I really got to start setting these beforehand, right? 32-29. I had Bills money line. That's a hit. I had Dolphins covering the spread +7. That's a hit. Then I had the over at 44. That's a hit. 3-0 that game. There we go. That's wins in my book, okay? So then we go to the box score. Josh Allen, 304 and 4 touchdowns. Josh Allen also had 77 yards with his legs, being 90% of the time the lead running back on that team. Not looking like it. It's not Stephon Diggs leading the receiving charts. It's Dawson Knox this time. 6 for 98 and a touchdown. And then we go to the duo on Miami's side, where Jalen Waddle only had 3 catches, but all of them were for big yards. 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 9 receptions for 69 yards, 1 touchdown. They are on opposite ends of the spectrum for yards per catch. And then we go to Raheem Mostert, who seems to clearly be the Dolphins' number 1 back. 17 carries, 136 yards. Incredible game, an electric game. I mean, if we could watch games like this and get guaranteed 2 or 3 games like this every damn week, this right here is just why football is king. Games like this is why football is king, and this week in general. We'll cover some more games that were just absolutely incredible. That's why football is king, and that's why I'm king. That's 12 total bets, 2 losses. That's a 10-2 record right now. What the hell aren't you guys getting? Go back, check it. They were posted before the games started. Next up, we got the Eagles at Bears. And the Eagles kick things off with a field goal, but it's Justin Fields because he's a rushing god. He gets them into the red zone, and then he hands it off to David Montgomery for a touchdown to go up 6-3. But it's Hurts also doing things with his legs. Now it's a touchdown for the Eagles. They go up 10-6. Leads us to halftime. It's touchdown, Eagles again. Hurts is sneaking it. Then we go on for an Eagles fumble, and it gives the Bears good field position, and it pays off. And it's another Montgomery touchdown, but this time it's a pass 17-13. They lead. Eagles up. Moving to the fourth quarter. Eagles misses a field goal with 8 minutes left. It's a doink. A couple series later, it's Hurts deep to Brown. He gets to the 1 yard line. Then it's Hurts, another sneak. That puts 6 points on the board. Then it's Hurts again, calling the number after a penalty, getting the ball a little closer. 2 points are good. Hurts does it all himself. They now have the lead 25-13. But the Bears aren't done. Fields scrambles, runs. Wait, no, there's a man deep. It's Pringle. Touchdown. And with 1:48 left, the Bears are forced to attempt an onside kick. It goes on to be unsuccessful, and so is the attempt to stop the Eagles' offense from picking up a first down and milking the clock. Eagles milk all of it all day. They end the game 20-25. Eagles win. Call them Farmer Eagles. Eagles struggled a lot more than I thought they would today. I did take them winning at Moneyline. Cha-ching. I had Eagles covering the spread at -9. Like I said, they struggled. That's a loss. And then the over at 48.5. I thought it was going to get lightweight into a shootout. But, Eagles struggled quite a bit. I mean, it was 45. I'm only off by 3.5 points. If Eagles step up their game and play on par like I know they can, boom, there's another touchdown or two. We hit it. We go on. We keep rolling. But that's not what happened. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. You just hope to win more than you lose in the end. There you go. Thank you. Moving on to the box score. It's Jalen Hurts, 315 yards, 0 passing touchdowns, throwing 2 interceptions, but he added 61 yards with his feet and 3 rushing touchdowns. Speaking of rushing gods, Jalen Hurts isn't on that level, but we'll get there. Let's go to the other quarterback on the other side. I'm talking Justin Fields. It's 152 yards, 2 touchdowns by him. Then it's Justin Fields on the ground getting 95 yards himself, not able to get into the end zone. Going to the receivers, the only one worthwhile is Byron Pringle, 2 for 39 and a touchdown, and that's salvaged off of the very last couple minutes. On the other side, it's A.J. Brown. The usual name you're hearing, 9 for 181, and then Vonta Smith, 5 for 126. Eagles win. Get used to hearing it, because we're going to hear it a lot. We've already heard it a lot this season. Let's move on to the next one. Moving on, we got Steelers at Panthers, and it's Najee with a mean touchdown to kick things off at 7-0 Steelers. It's Darnold deep to Marshall that sets up a DJ Marshall magic invisible touchdown on TV, 7-7. That's better than Chris Angel can pull off, I swear. And it's Pickens with a number 1 all hands team with some of these snags. That sets up a Jalen Warren touchdown. Steelers 14-7. Steelers take back over before halftime. Sims' speed sets up a Mitch Trubisky sneak rushing touchdown. It's now 21-17. Steelers in command going into the fourth quarter. And after a stupid, idiotic flag from the Steelers during a break in action where one player wanders over to the other sideline with the Colts and starts jawing, like, what the hell are you thinking? What the hell are you thinking? But that flag, it salvages the drive for the Panthers. Almost a Marshall touchdown. Gets a DPI called to the 1 yard line, only to come away with leg points. 13-21, still trailing, and then a Steelers field goal to end the game. Well, Panthers got another field goal of their own, but ultimately Steelers got a field goal as well. Pittsburgh wins the game ultimately 24-16. This game was insanely boring as well. I mean, unbearable. A straight fucking snooze fest. Pickens, I wish you had better throwing to you. I really do. because that guy, all hands team, has these QBs throwing to him. Doesn't do him justice. If if Ben Roethlisberger was out there slinging it for the Steelers right now, Pickens would be one of the best wide receivers in the league. Top 8, I would say. I can't say top 5 because those people are elite. Steelers win 24-16. I really, really struggled with this one because I've lost a lot of money on Steelers. I feel like Steelers bets just really tripped me up. I went with them the last 2 weeks. They burned me. This week I decided to go against them, and it burned me still. I had moneyline Panthers. That didn't pay off. I had -3 Panthers covering. That didn't pay off. I had the under at 37.5. I just expected both teams to suck. That didn't happen. Like, geez, I could not win with this game, and neither could the Panthers. That's 0-3 for this game. I mean, now I'm sitting at 10 and... I don't know. We'll do the math at the end. Next game. Next up, we got Cardinals at Denver in its battle of the backup QBs, where both teams are eliminated and out of contention, but it's Broncos scoring first with some leg action. And Cardinals followed suit 2 times, taking the lead 6-3 after 2. Going into halftime and coming out of halftime, it was another field goal from the Cardinals, 9-6. Feels like I'm at a soccer game. But Latavius Murray uses his legs to get it downfield, to be vultured by Marlon Mack. Goes into the end zone. Broncos are now up 10-9. But as we go into the fourth, Latavius Murray finally gets his as the Broncos go up 17-9. Then follow that up with an interception that Ripon quickly turns into 7. It's now 24-9. Broncos continue to rise. But James Conner wasn't done. And with a comeback starting touchdown where the extra point was no good, we bring the score 24-15. Cardinals are left with one last drive attempt. 1 minute left. Ends in an interception. It's game over. Broncos win 24-15. Moneyline Broncos. Got it. Spread of -3. Got it. Over at 37. Got it. 3-0 team makes up for the last 0-3. You know what I mean? Like, win more than you lose. Can't say it enough. And the only thing I'm going to say about the box score is Latavius Murray being a straight dog. 130 yards, 1 touchdown for the Broncos. Next, we got Giants at Washington, an interdivision that last time ended in a tie. In this game, we start in the second quarter. We're 3-0, the Giants lead, and the score's about to get extended because it's Thibodeau. Giants down 3-0, but not for long because Thibodeau gets a scoop and score. And then moving on to Richie James, looking hot on the drive for the Giants, but it's Saquon Barkley with a direct snap for a touchdown before half. Giants now leading 14-3, a quick turnaround. Dodson for the Washington Commanders, proving that this dude's got some hands. He gets a touchdown. And an extra point that was missed brings it to 17-9 as we go into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, a 58-yard field goal from the Commanders close it to a 5-point game, 17-12. And it's Dodson motherfucker, 61-yarder. Commanders to start the drive, but pressure on 3rd and goal forces a fumble. That's when Giants bring out the running, a.k.a. the clock killer. 50-yard field goal from the Giants will essentially shut it out. Wait, maybe not. A great return by Washington to get in the goal line in no time. But an illegal formation pushes them back. It's now 4th down, game on the line. Plenty of time. He's looking, thrown, end zone, broken up by Hall. It's game over. Giants hold on, as Washington was an attempt to come back to tie the game. Giants win 20-12. now leading the head-to-head battle between the two teams. Like I said, the last one was a tie. I took Washington money line. Wrong. I took over at 40.5. Wrong. But the plus 4.5, I thought the Giants were going to cover, but still lose. The spread won, so I'll take it. Take what you can get. Take a win here, take a win there, take 3 or 4 wins next. You know what I mean? Moving on. Not moving on. Pause for a second. Hold up. Wait a minute, motherfucker. Like I mentioned, Saquon Barkley, 87 yards and a touchdown. Brian Robinson for Washington, 89 yards. And then we go down to receiving Jahan Dotson, 4 for 105 and a touchdown. Scary Terry, 6 for 70. Richie James was the leading man for New York, 4 for 42. Defensive game by Giants. Impressive. Now, next up, we come to the Bengals at Bucks, where Burrow throws an interception off of a tip pass on the opening drive. Then it's Tom to Evans, which makes that drive. Then it's Tom to Russell Gage. He gets the touchdown, 10-0. Last drive was a missed field goal, but this time the Bucks get 7. Touchdown Godwin this time, bringing the lead 17-3 as we go into half. Bengals down bad. Bucks come out of half being maybe a little bit too aggressive. They go for a direct snap on 4th down fake punt. The Bucks turn the ball over on down, and Bengals go on to get 3 points off of that turnover, making it 17-6. Bengals then get an interception. It's another turnover and another Bengals score. This time it's 6. Higgins touchdown. The 2-point attempt was no good, bringing the score to 12-17. Bucks still lead. Bucks need to get it right, and they can't because Brady fumbles shortly after, and the Bengals get more points off of those turnovers. And this time it's the Tyler Boyd for the touchdown, and this time they take the lead. It's now 20-17 after a good 2-point play. Another fumble ensues from the Bucks. It's a nightmare leading into the 4th quarter. And in the 4th quarter, we come away with a Jamar Chase touchdown. All 3 wide receivers get an early Christmas present from Joe Burrow. Wow, what a turnaround, because another Brady interception ensues. Bengals can't get points off of this one. A couple series later, they will go in to get Wilcox in for the touchdown to tight end. Then Brady to Russell Gage for the garbage time touchdown to not look as pathetic. The only score in the half for them. Bengals go to win it 34-23. Holy crap, what a game. I looked early, thought the game was over, put my phone down, was done. Picked it up at the end and was like, can't wait to go back and watch this game. Bengals won 34-23, got the money line. Cha-ching. Bengals minus 3.5, got it. Cha-ching. And then the over at 44, got it again. Cha-ching. That puts me at 3-0 on the game. Joe Burrow only needing 200 yards, but cashing in 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jamar Chase, 7 for 60 and a touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 5 for 35 and a touchdown. T. Higgins, 5 for 33 and a touchdown. The big 3 wide receivees. Can't say that following some words. Tom Brady, 312 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Let me scroll down and see how many fumbles they had. Fumbles. Tom Brady lost 2 of them. That's 5 turnovers from Brady on the day. 4 turnovers from Brady on the day. What are you doing, GOAT? Chris Godwin, 8 for 83 and a touchdown. Mike Evans, 5 for 83. And then Russell Gage, 8 for 59 and a touchdown. Bengals going to win it. Bengals looking dominant. Did Bengals crack top 3? I still think they sit at 4. Regardless, moving on. We come to another very, very impressive comeback win. Cowboys at Jags. And with good field position off of a fumble, it turns into a Dallas touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a twisting touchdown. Cowboys go up 7-0. Then it's a touchdown from Dak to Hendershot, extending it 14-0. Jags finally get on the board with Zay Jones touchdown 14-7, but the boys, before the half is up, they aren't done. Dallas one more time, and this time it's to Noah Brown, 21-7 at the break. Jags come out with a good drive, and they get 3 from the almighty leg, bringing it to 21-10. But Dallas isn't looking to slow things down. Dak still slinging it up incomplete, that is, and it's the 3rd and 4th attempt at the end zone. They ended up coming away with 3, bringing it 24-10. Dallas gets an interception, but gets more leg action off of it, 27-10. Then we go to Zay Jones again, wide open, blown coverage. Jags touchdown, bringing it 27-17. Then a Jags interception off of the Dak Prescott pressure, and they get 7 off of it in that drive. And now we've got it. Marvin Jones gets the touchdown, bringing the score 27-24. And then it's Christian Kirk with an impressive grab, but on 3rd and goal. It's Zay Jones again for a touchdown. Jags now take the lead over 27-31. With 3:10 left, Dak spins out of the pressure, delivers to Brown for a touchdown. It's another 34-13. The boys are up. And after a crazy one by Prince Lawrence, he fumbles. It's the boys' ball, 1:30 left. Jags use 2 timeouts to get the ball back. After a Cowboys incompletion, Lawrence starts his drive. Starting his drive with 1:13 left, it was Lawrence to Kirk, and then to Ingram. Was Ingram out of bounds? Yes, he was. The clock was stopped at 12 seconds. Then it's Lawrence to Zay again, and this time it's in field goal range. The last second timeout was used, and a field goal from 48-yarder to tie it. It's good! We go into overtime. Jags get the ball first, but they're forced to punt. And then it's Prescott to Brown. Tipped ball, intercepted, Jenkins. It's a foot race. It's a walk-off touchdown in overtime off of an interception thrown by Dak to Noah Brown that was tipped. Jags win 40-34. I had Cowboys money line. That was wrong. I had Cowboys covering the spread of 4. That was wrong. The only thing that hit was the over at 48. I'll take what I can get. Going over to box score, Dak, 256, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Pollard adding 75 yards. Zeke, 58 and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb was the main man, 7 receptions, 126 yards. And then we start over with Trevor Lawrence, 318, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's princely stuff. Travis Etienne, 103 yards. Zay Jones, 109 yards, 6 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Christian Kirk added 6 for 92. Evan Ingram, 8 for 62. I mean, Jags are moving. Jags are a force to be reckoned with, and if they weren't so damn inconsistent, they'd be a scary team to be playing. They beat Cowboys. I thought Cowboys were really, really, really good. They fall probably 5 now, maybe 6. We'll have to look at my power ranking, but Jags are doing it. Next, we come to the Falcons and Saints, where the Saints start scoring first, and it's a Johnson rushing touchdown after the review for the stretch across the goal line. 7-0. Then it's Saints again, but this time it's Taysom Hill. He hits Shaheem very deep. It's a touchdown. They go up 14-0 early. where Ritter gets the start for the Falcons, and it's a shaky start to begin with. Overthrows and starting 2 for 6, but finally putting together a decent drive. They come away with 3 from the leg. After halftime, it's Falcons finally getting some pay dirt, and it's Tyler Algier for the touchdown, bringing it 10-14. Saints still leading, but soon after, the Saints extend that lead after a Dalton to Johnson touchdown. That's his second of the day, 21-10. Fourth quarter, 11 minutes left, and Falcons put together a nice drive, and it's Patterson that gets into the end zone, and what seems like it's been forever. The 2-point conversion's good to Tyler Algier, bringing the score 18-21. Falcons want to come back. We go to 2 minutes left. It's fourth down. Falcons have the ball. They need a first to survive. It's a throw across the middle to London. It's a catch. It's a tackle. The ball pops out and up on the tackle, and the Saints player gets an interception / fumble recovery to essentially ice the game. Saints win 18-21. I had Saints winning money line. Boom, got her. -4, we're 1 point off. We'll get it. I'm pretty sure in the video I mentioned I would like to see this 3 instead of 4. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I'll go back and look. Under 43.5. Golden. 2-1 in this matchup. Ritter, not a good start. 13 for 26, only 97 yards. I mean, not a good start, but the Falcons also are known for reeling in their quarterbacks when they don't fully trust them. Andy Dalton, on the other hand, 151 for 2 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara, 91 yards. Tyler Algier, the main lead back, 139 yards and 1 touchdown. Drake London, 7 catches for 70 yards. And on the other side, it's Shaheed, 3 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. And Juwan Johnson, 4 for 67 and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that first Saints touchdown wasn't a rushing. It was a receiving touchdown. I apologize. From Johnson on the reviewable stretch. So Saints win. Knew it was going to happen. Let's keep the ball rolling. Next. Lions at Jets. Where Jets, they're forced to punt out of their own end zone, and it was Khalif Raymond in the back waiting as he takes it all the way home for 7 to start scoring in the game. Lions up. And in the second quarter, it's Wilson to C.J. Uzomah for the touchdown to tie it up. We go to 4th and 3, going for it. Instead of going for a long field goal, they pick it up. And they go on to get a kick from 31 yards instead of 50. And it's good. 10-7. Lions lead. Then it's Wilson to Jeff Smith. It was out there looking like a game of jackpot. That gets them close enough for a field goal. It's a tie game going in 10-10. They're just matching each other. Wilson, picked off, gets turned into 3 for the Lions. They go up 13-10. It brings us to the fourth quarter. It brings us to 6 minutes left. Jets in the red zone. Fake handoff. Then throw out to C.J. Uzomah again for his second touchdown of the game. Jets now lead 13-17. We go to 2 minutes left. 4th and inches. Golf hikes, fakes, pitches to right. Right takes it 50 yards to regain the lead 20-17. We move to 3rd and 17, where it's Wilson to Wilson for the Jets to pick up the first down. This happens multiple times. Then we're left with 19 seconds left, and they need 3 to tie. It's Wilson under pressure. He escapes, throws to Moore. Moore catches, breaks. Oh, he breaks for the out of bounds. Can't get there. Timeout has to be called with 1 second left, and it's a 58-yard field goal needed. Leg action, clutch time. Zerloin kick, very wide left. Never had a shot. Lions win 20-17. How about that? Lions win. Got it money line. Ka-cha. Lions plus 1.5. Underdogs. Cha, got it. Over 44, didn't a half. I thought more scoring was going to happen. It just didn't happen. Zach Wilson, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Seems like they cannot win with Zach Wilson back there. Garrett Wilson, potential rookie of the year, 4 receptions, 98 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown on the opposite side, leading receiving, 7 receptions, 76 yards. Jared Goff, 252 for 1 touchdown, and that's the game. 2-1. Next. Almost done. But before that, we got Chargers, Titans at Chargers. Chargers started off with a 14-play drive that ends in Kelly running it into the end zone to go up 7-0. But King Henry takes control of the next drive and even goes into Wildcat for a QB sneak of his own touchdown. They tie the game. But before halftime, Chargers are able to go downfield to get nothing because the Titans intercept the ball, going airborne, out of bounds, tipping the ball back to a teammate to make it a touchback. The phenomenal play stands. It stays at 7-7 going into halftime. An interception from the Chargers results in an interception from the Titans. An eye for an eye. They just traded it back, and this quarter ended in a stalemate. Still stands at 7-7. Going into the fourth quarter, Bullock misses a field goal after a Tannehill sack, forces the kick to be even further back. Now Chargers get the ball. They're determined to score, and Eckler won't be denied. It's a Chargers touchdown as they go up 14-7. 5 minutes left. Tannehill sacked on 3rd and 9. It forces a punt. Moving on. Titans got one more opportunity, one more move, and they have the ball at the 21-yard line. Hooper gets it to 5. Tannehill on the keeper, scores on 3rd and goal. They tie the game. It's 14-14. Maybe they scored too early. There's 45 seconds left for the Chargers. They need to make something happen, and they do. It's Mike Williams. Caught the ball on the sideline, not able to get out of bounds. Clock keeps going. We come to 8 seconds left, where kicker the Dicker will win the game. 43 yards. It's good. 4 seconds left is not enough time for the Titans. Chargers go on to win 17-14. Chargers money line. I want it. Gimme it. Under 46.5. I want it. Gimme it. The only thing, should have went 3-0. The spread was equally a 3. That's what I had. So therefore, it was a push, an even break. I won and lost, if you want to call it that. Nothing was won. Nothing was lost. Justin Herbert, 313, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Still able to overcome that to come and win the game. It's good on you. Derrick Henry, 104 yards and a touchdown, adding 4 receptions for 59 yards. Keenan Allen, 8 receptions, 86 yards. That's the game. Next up, the Chiefs at Texans. The first quarter was a struggle for the Chiefs, where the Texans score first, and Quinterino spices it up 7-0, shortly followed by a Mahomes touchdown to Jerick McKinnon. Catch and run ties it up 7-7, but not for long because the Chiefs fumble and the Texans take it, and they make a Mills Mafia rushing touchdown out of it to go up 14-17. Then it's MVS with a great sideline touchdown snag to tie it back up. But wait, the extra point was missed, so it's 13-14. Texans lead at halftime. Kansas City comes out of the break and takes the first lead of the game with a leg action, making up for the missed extra point earlier. Score now 16-14. 14, Chiefs up. Chiefs, Juju fumbles on a controversial call, and the Texans take over, drives, and throws to Aiken for a touchdown to take back over the lead. 21-16. That was a mouthful. We go to the fourth quarter. We go to 12 minutes left. Mahomes scrambles for 6 with his legs. That 2-point conversion was good, bringing the score to 24-21, Kansas City up. 5 minutes left. Texans get leg action to tie the game now 24-24. Kansas City keeps it the rest of the time, attempting a game-winning field goal, but the field goal is ultimately no good. We go to overtime. In overtime, Chiefs get the ball first. They punt. We go to 5 minutes left. The Texans take over. Texans, Mills Mafia drops back, steps up, scrambles, runs for a little bit, fumbles. Kansas City takes over and instantly hands the ball off to McKinnon for a walk-off touchdown run. Sure, the plan was to even it up and then we'll kick eventually, but when you can end it on a walk-off 6 points, we'll take that instead. Chiefs win 30-24. I had Chiefs money line, got it. Plus 14, covered by the Texans, got it. Under 49.5. I didn't expect this to be that high scoring of a game, to be honest. I thought Kansas City was going to come in here, do what they needed to do, squeak it out. Just thought it was going to be less than that. Mahomes, 336 for 2 touchdowns. Pacheco still being their number one, 86 yards. Jerick McKinnon for 52. Travis Kelce, the number one tight end in the league, hands down, 10 receptions, 105 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 10 catches for 88 yards. Surprising seeing him up there in receptions. Jerick McKinnon, 8 for 70 and a touchdown, adding to his 52 yards and a touchdown for rushing. That's it. Davis Mills, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's literally it. Kansas City won. Didn't expect to see this close of a game, especially with the Houston looking like they're leading all game. But it is what it is. You got to play who's in front of you. Texans came to play, but ultimately still lost. Moving on. Patriots at Raiders, the game of the night, in my opinion, where Raiders literally kick things off with a field goal, but Patriots tie it up with 3 of their own. Now it's Carr over the top to Waller. Welcome back, touchdown. Raiders go up 10-3. Then Raiders block up Patriots punt to get good field position, and with 4 seconds left before the half, it's Carr to Hollins for a touchdown, 17-3. Coming out of the break, Carr does exactly the opposite. He throws a screen and it's picked off by the Patriots Duggar, and it's a quick run for 7 points, 10-17. Patriots still trail. Patriots come up with a field goal before the fourth quarter, 13-17, and into the fourth quarter, Folk does it again, now down by 1 point. Leg action is king. But it's Ramondre Stevenson for a big rush for a touchdown. The 2-point attempt is good, making it 24-17. Patriots now lead. They done whipped out that Uno reverse card real fast. And with 1 minute, 55 seconds left in the game, we go to 4th and 10. The Raiders have to pick up the first down, and they do. It's to Hollins. Then Carr to Jacobs to bring it to midfield. Then it's a catch to Waller to get it to the 30-yard line. Then it's Carr to Keelan Cole, but this one's in the end zone, and the extra point is good, so it ties it up 24-24. 32 seconds left. Pats have some time to work with. They have 2 timeouts. Midfield just out of field goal range. 1 more timeout. But time expires as the handoff to Stevenson. He takes it up the middle. He has room, but not enough. Feels the threat of getting tackled. He flips it to Myers. Myers then stands, throws it across the field, aimed at Mac Jones. It's a circus, and what it is it's picked off by Chandler Jones, who stiff-arms Mac Jones into the turf as he races his way into the end zone to walk off rather than go into OT. Raiders win 30-24, one of the craziest endings I've seen. Crazy ending. I mean, this week in the NFL was just legit. Completely and utterly legit. Raiders won money line. Thank you. Give me it. The spread was a pick 'em, so I took Raiders. Give me it. over at 44.5. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's 3-0. How many times have I done this on these matchups? If you guys are watching, you guys are listening, you're going to be learning, and you're going to be earning. Okay? There we go. That's a new motto. If you're listening and learning, you'll soon be earning. That's some merch too, boy. Okay, Derek Carr, 231, 3 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. Josh Jacobs, 93 yards. But the king of the day on the losing side, the Patriots, it's Ramondre Stevenson, 19 carries, 172 yards, and 1 touchdown. This time, Bill decided to stick with one running back, and it's paying off with Ramondre looking like a true, amazing workhorse. Keep on doing it, young blood. 3-0. Let's see what I have in store for the last game of the week. That's a Monday game. Last but not least, we got Rams at Packers, and a sack will force the first points of the game as the Packers take a 3-0 lead after some leg action, and they hold the lead for the whole first quarter. But Gay ties it up for the Rams with a field goal of their own finally. But on the other side, Green Bay said it's time to quit messing around, and they give the ball to Dillon to force his way into the end zone. They go up 10-3, and with time winding down, Rams ball, they kick a field goal to lessen the gap 10-6 before halftime. Out of the halftime, A.J. Dillon gets his number 2 of the game. 7 minutes in, now 17-6. Rodgers and receivers are starting to connect, including a Jones receiving touchdown, making it 24-6 with a commanding lead. Akers running for the fences leads to a Mayfield to Tyler Higbee touchdown, and Gay's extra point was no good, which brings the score 24-12, and then into the fourth quarter. Ramsey gets a strip, but the pressure is too much for Baker, and they end with no score, but it was nearly an underkiller on the bet. But luckily, he goes down on the 1, and they kneel it out from there. The Packers are able to win 24-12. Just a good wind-down game from Monday night, wind-down game, nothing too exciting. You can go to bed right away after that. Maybe you're even sleeping before it ended, like me. Watch the first 3 quarters, maybe into the fourth or tiny bit, and then I'm out. Woke up to, results. And when I say that, that's a win. Green Bay money line. I'm talking Green Bay spread of -7, and then the under at 39.5. That's another 3-0 matchup. If you guys are counting them, that's like 5 3-0 matchups to where I've only had 1 0-3. Do the math. My record is incredible. This week, last week I did end up losing more than I lost, slightly, but this time I won a lot more than I lost. So we get better, we improve. This is what we do. Okay, before I hop off here, let me go in and make my bets for next week, because that's going to be important. I want to give you guys Thursday's bet so you guys aren't left without it, because my video won't be out. My prediction video won't be out before Thursday. And Thursday, it's looking like... Ooh. Okay. All right, sorry, just looking at this. Looks like Thursday, it'll be the Jags at the New York Jets. Jets have a -2, and the total is sitting at 37.5. I think for this one, I'm going to roll with the Jags. The Jags seem to be rolling with the punches pretty good. Jets, you don't know who's going to start, Mike White or Gilson. Yeah, Mike White or Wilson at this moment. So I got to take Jacksonville +2. And then the over at 37.5. Do I see Jags pulling off what they did last week, ending with 37 in general? No. but Jets are another team. And to say neither teams are going to score 20, I see it happening. It's going to happen. So take it. +2, over 37. Both of them straight up. And then I'm taking the Jags money line as well. So do what you guys want. This is what I'm doing. Boom. And it's locked in right there, just like that. My bets are in. You guys should run and do the same before it starts. Spotify, we got our podcast up and running, so be on the lookout for that. Ooh. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you guys next time on the predictions. Peace.